I am sitting here with one of my longtime good friends and principal, Mrs. Laci Crowson. She is the principal at Williams Elementary. Williams Elementary is located in Lamar Consolidated ISD. And I just wanted to ask her a couple of questions. Her school, this elementary school splits off. Part of them are the silver track. Part of them are the maroon track. I know that you guys are doing a lot of great things here.
Yes.
I would know that anyway, because I know you are awesome. How would you describe the culture and the environment here at Williams?
So we're definitely a family atmosphere. So we always say family first.
Oh, yeah.
So our kids, they're our kids. It doesn't matter what grade. It doesn't matter who you are, what you teach. It is all our kids. They're all ours. Our motto is every Wrangler, every day. So they hear that, they say that. And so everything is all about our kids.
I like that. Every Wrangler, every day. Mm-hmm. I like that. Some programs or initiatives that you guys offer here.
So when I came over here, we started the house system again. So
Ron Clark,
yes, house system. Okay. We have 5 houses. We say 5 houses, 1 family, so that we know
course.
It brings back that family atmosphere. Every kid, when they start with us, whether it's their first day or in pre-K, they get to do slide day.
Slide day, yes.
Yes, they slide, they draw their house. If they come in later in the year, we don't have slide day necessarily, but they still get a house.
They get a house.
Yes.
They get a place.
The house stays with them from the beginning, from whenever they start until they leave. They're in the same house.
They're in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, so they get to know their people. Once a week, we have house gatherings within their grade level.
Oh, okay.
So they'll, instead of being just within their grade level at their intervention time, they take that time to be a house time. So they'll do activities, social emotional activities together that they can do with their housemates. So they get to say at lunch, they sit with their housemates instead of their classmates. Yes.
Okay. So she's talking about Ron Clark. So when a lot of people don't know about Ron Clark. So, and a lot of people, when they hear
Harry Potter, if you think about Harry Potter, it's the same. Yeah, the houses.
They go together. and a lot of times they actually go together. Idea. But a lot of people, when they think about it, they think like tutus and dressing up for your house. And it is that. And it is fun.
We have rallies at the end of the 9 weeks. We celebrate. But throughout the week or throughout the days, they're collecting points. So we also have PBIS system, which is the positive behavior incentives. So we focus on the positives.
Good.
The kids earn points. They have a little tag that we scan so they can get points all the time. Their points, when they're awarded a point, it also goes towards their house to get a point.
Of course.
Every time they get an individual point, they also get a house point. Okay. And then they have different opportunities to raise house points all together. Okay. So we keep track of those. And at the end of the 9 weeks, we have a house winner. So we do pep rallies. Our pre-K through 2 come in and do a pep rally where we play some games and we celebrate, but it's all within their house instead of within their class.
They sit as a house.
They sit as a house. Okay. They dress as a house.
So then they're also like, when they're sitting together, there's a pre-K first. They are all sitting together, but all different ages.
Yes. Okay. And staff members within that group, everything. So everybody gets to know somebody else other than just their normal classmates, their normal grade level. They're getting support all the way through. And then same like STARS coming up. So some of our houses are supporting our big house members too. And so they're having different ways. So we try to interlock them all the time because we're a family. So families aren't all the same age. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Everybody all around. But then we have a big celebration at the end of each 9 weeks. And that winning house gets to be the house winner for the time. And at the end of the year, we have a huge trophy that stays in our trophy case until next year so they can display their house pride.
I get it. What are some goals you have for this school over the next few years?
So like I said, every Wrangler, every day. That means that we are ensuring that every person that walks in our building, whether it's a student, a staff, family member, community, that everybody is seen, heard, and able to grow and learn. So we want to make sure that they feel comfortable that they're at school. So for us, we are an A campus right now. Obviously, academic-wise, we would love to stay in A campus.
Yes.
But we also recognize that we have students as a whole. So while we push academics, absolutely, and we have very high standards, we also want to make sure students are growing and learning in all areas.
So when you say you're an A campus, because campuses are rated, you are an A based on, so tell us about that.
So Texas Education Agency, or TEA, rates every campus based on their STAR performance. So 3rd through 5th grade take state assessments, and their assessments rated based on how well the students do.
How do you support students socially and emotionally here?
So everybody builds relationships. Like I said, they're all our kids. It's not just my kids or your kids. It's all
my
our
class,
kids.
And that's your class. And
they're all Wranglers. They're all our kids. And so we get to know things about the kids. I don't think there's a student in this building that I couldn't tell you something personally about.
I bet.
And we have 700 and something kids.
I believe that.
I make sure that our staff knows that as well. Like for me being the administrator, it's very important for me to know every kid by name and something to do with them, not just academically, but
they're a person.
As them as a whole, yes. And I expect the teachers to, their class for sure, their grade level for sure. And then we also encourage them to just, pick some other random kids.
Branch out.
Our teachers are required to stand at their door every morning and greet the students, because we're not only greeting your own, you're greeting anybody that walks in the hallway. So everybody gets at least a few friendly faces before they get to the class that's telling them good morning and have a great day and giving those hugs and the love of it.
We care about you, and we're glad you're here today.
Yeah.
That's a great way to start the day.
I like walking the halls.
I know. I was going to say yes. What would you want a family considering moving around here? What would you want them to know?
We have very high expectations for our students. While I said, we have a lot of the family and the love, but we also have very high expectations for our kids. We expect you to be here and to follow the rules. We do have rules, so, that we're very consistent across the campus, but with that, we also have fun and play and enjoy it too. So our expectations are high so that we can do that. We're meeting where we need to be academically so that we can have time to have the fun.
We work hard and we play hard.
Absolutely.
And it's a lot of times it's the kid that you weren't expecting, or that maybe you thought maybe that one required a little extra work.
Yep.
And that's beautiful.
And then they remember you, and they're grown, and you're like, you're a productive human. This
you
is awesome.
You are what we've been working on. Yes. It is so true. And then I think the hard thing, on a different note, the hard thing in elementary, even with 4th and 5th graders, is like if they if they leave your school, they change a lot. I mean, just going to middle school and high school, they don't. So you may see them out and about, and they. Hi, and you're like, who are you?
You have to remember their faces, or they start talking to you, and you're like, yes,
gotcha,
I remember you.
Gotcha. What do you love most about this job? You may have already answered this to a degree.
I think for me, most is getting to see when kids do get something, or you watch them with that productive struggle, and you see them get to the end, and just that the happiness and joy and pride in themselves, that you're like, you know what, I knew you could get there. Or you see that kid that had the behavior stuff, and then they get the relationship, and it's like, oh, okay, you do care about me. So let me change. Even if I'm not going to change all around, I'm going to change and show you that I'm able to do this, and that, you believed in me. So yes, I can. And sometimes we don't see it right away, but sometimes, it's later on.
It may take years.
Yes, yeah. But it's definitely, that's the moment that's just like, yes.
You can't put a number on that. You can't put a price tag on that.
Right. And it's not something you can make happen either.
That's right.
There's no magic that you do, and it happens if you're doing it for the right reasons.
What is one thing people might be surprised to learn about your school?
So I thought about this question for a little while, and I was like, what?
It's a hard one.
Right. I mean, I can give you academic-wise. Okay, we talked about we're a Title I campus, meaning that over 40% of our students are in low income. They might be dual residents. It might be, just where they're at, one or single family homes type things. But you wouldn't know that here, because all of our kids are the same. So if you walked in the building, you wouldn't know which kids are what.
Is what.
Right.
Interesting.
They all have the same expectations. We all get there. We know in ways of how we need to work with them, but that's it. That is the only difference you would see here. But everybody's treated the same. Everybody has the same expectations.
Yes.
And they're all going to grow and learn. It might be at their pace, but they're all going to grow and learn. So not everybody realizes that. On top of that, I said we were an A campus on our ratings. There's these things called distinctions, which are like areas that you can grow. You can get up to 6. There were only 4 campuses, I think it was. 4 of us this last year that got distinctions. We are the only Title I campus that got distinctions, all 6 distinctions.
Oh my gosh.
So that just shows the difference of we're here, we're trying, and without even changing anything. It was just what we do.
It's just what you do. We just walk in the door, and this is where our hearts are. And
we do not focus on the testing piece. Yes, we tell them that it's serious and that you need to take it serious, but that is not our end all be all, because you are not just one test. You are everything. So as long as we're doing that every day and we're growing and learning every single day, eventually it shows in that too. And that's what these distinctions showed.
That's really very commendable. That's amazing.
That was mine. However, the more I thought about it, I was like, what? There is a new surprise.
Okay.
So what you wouldn't realize either is we have over 250 kids that are EB, emergent bilingual students.
Wow.
On this campus. Okay. And there are 28 different languages spoken primarily at home from students on our campus.
28 different languages.
Yes. We're one of the few that's not a bilingual campus that has this much.
Wow.
Yes. So
I mean, I have to just say, with a Title I campus to get an A is a very big deal. Not just that, but these distinctions, y'all, they're working really hard over here. And this is one of those schools that you definitely want to check out because, like I always say, the schools determine your resale value. They determine the what shapes the community. And even if you don't have kids in the school system, or maybe your kids go to a private school, maybe your kids are older, it doesn't matter. You need to know the schools. If you have any questions or concerns, I know Ms. Crowson would be happy to talk with you. Anybody on this campus would be happy to speak with you.
We do school tours. So if you're planning on moving in the area and you want to check out the school before we schedule, just email me and we'll schedule a tour after school sometime, and you're welcome to come in. We'll talk through, answer any questions that you have. I'm really good at emailing. It's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, and we'll schedule everything.
And I can share her email right here. But until next time, thanks for watching. Have a great day.